Hey guys, this is Michael and Christina and it's week 14 of our vlog series, How to Plan for 12 Months Travel, and this week we're talking about our travel lens.
Travel lens. So what we mean by that is when you travel, you have a different lens. You go to a different country, you go to a different city, you approach things differently, you think about doing expeditions or doing adventures, you look for adventures, you talk to people, you try to find out what's going on, what to do. When you live in your local town or wherever you're from, you don't really think that way. You don't look for those types of things.
Sometimes you're doing the 9 to 5 and just kind of in the grind and doing the routine day in and day out.
And you just don't think like that. You don't go on TripAdvisor, but there are people that often pay money to go to places that you live already, like Ottawa, where we live right now. What we do is we go on TripAdvisor, we look at what are the top things to do in Ottawa, what are what we'll call touristy things to do, and we'll pick and choose what would be most exciting for us to explore. We've come up with a list of things that we wanted to do this summer before we left, and we turned that lens on and we started to travel without actually traveling.
It's essentially our Ottawa bucket list. So before we leave Ottawa in October, all the things and the adventures that we want to do. We're lucky enough to live close to the most amazing spot in Ottawa to watch the sunset. And that's something that we try to do pretty much on a daily basis, is ride our bikes to what's called Andrew Hayden Park.
A couple other fun ones that you can do that we found out in Ottawa is Petri Island.
If anyone knows Michael, they know he loves birds. And this was actually my initiation to bird loving paradise.
She used to make fun of me a lot.
Oh my god, I used to make fun of him so much because, like, who loves birds, seriously? But we went to Petri Island and I'm obsessed. And the highlight was seeing a oriole, which was beautiful. Dozens of people were just kind of walking by, not really paying attention or being very mindful. And so it was a really great reflection for us to say, wow, when you stop and when you actually take the time to see the world around you in a different lens, it really opens up to a whole new series of possibilities. We live in close proximity to the Gatineau Park, which is an amazing, amazing provincial park.
I think it's just a national park.
National park? It's a park. It's beautiful.
But there's lots of cool little adventures. There's treks, a few little hikes that you can do. Lookouts where you can see over the Ottawa Valley. You can see a lot of the foliage and the forests, especially in the fall. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
So that's one thing that we have definitely put on the bucket list. We've done a couple already. We did one about 3 weeks ago, got eaten alive by mosquitoes, but we'll be looking to do a couple more before we leave in October. The beauty about the summer is that you can actually ditch the car, get around on bike, do that exercise, really get that blood pumping. For anyone who saw our video last week, they know I'm a huge biker. I love biking. And so we've been taking advantage, biking around the bike paths and around the city.
Yeah, the great thing about Ottawa is that there's tons of bike paths. Some of them take you to the places like Andrew Hayden Park where you can see the sunset. If you don't own a bike, rent a bike or borrow a bike and just get on and explore it.
Explore the city through a different lens. We love biking for sure.
She loves biking.
I love biking.
Are you smiling like crazy?
Yeah. My mouth's all dry. I was never much of a camping person, and Michael's family grew up camping. He introduced me to it. I am absolutely in love, and so being able to go camping on the weekends has been a really inexpensive way to spend some quality time together, get out in nature, and we've seen some pretty neat places around Ottawa, one of them being Algonquin this past weekend.
We were isolated into the middle of the forest, right on the water, and there was not many other campers around, and we were fortunate enough to have a lot of privacy, and because of that privacy we were able to interact with a little bit more wildlife, saw a few more birds, There was a moment where a couple ducks started to just stroll up to our hammock and just started to hang out with us for about 30 minutes. So sometimes when you put that lens on and you just go out and explore, great things will happen. You get to see some beautiful wildlife.
That brings us to Hammock Time, which for folks who know us know that we're obsessed with our hammock. We love it. Absolutely love it.
It's coming with us.
It is totally coming with us. And here's the reason is that when we are in our hammock, we're able to essentially transport ourselves to a frame of mind that is more free, more mindful, in the moment.
So the one hammock actually supports both of us. It's a double hammock.
Yeah, we sit in it together.
And it fits into a small little container actually. There it is.
There's our beloved hammock.
That's coming with us. That'll take up that much space, but it's totally worth it.
Here are things that we haven't done that are definitely on our bucket list for the summer. One of them is free salsa lessons at City Hall. Why not?
Why not?
Centertown Movies is an organization that was created by community members who just said we want to have a community grassroots movie festival. And so every Wednesday of the summer they put on movies in the park in Centertown, which is right downtown, and so we'll definitely be checking that out throughout the summer.
Last but not least, and the most obvious one, is summer festivals. Ottawa has tons of summer festivals, from Blues Fest, West Fest.
It's Canada's 150th this year, which means that there's a whole lot going on.
There's tons.
A lot of them are free, and those are the ones that we go to. We don't go to the ones that you have to pay 25 bucks entry and then get one free beer. It's not our style, and so we really go to the ones that are cultural. And this year, as part of Canada's 150th, they're putting on a bunch of different festivals to celebrate different cultures. And so throughout the entire summer, we've basically checked the ones that we want to go to, and one of the ones that I'm really excited about is the Indonesian festival.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
So that completes our vlog about travel-ins, and we hope that it inspires you guys to see your own city and your own community through the lens of travel, which basically just means getting out of your routine, checking out what's going on, and really getting out there and having some fun and seeking out some adventures throughout the summer.